stream, everybody. You'll never guess who's still messaging me. Maybe you will guess. I don't know.
It's either going to be James or Foreman.
Actually, no, it's not James or Corman. I'm actually surprised about.
Then
Yeah,
it is
Mr. Chris.
Neeson, England.
No,
Mr.
not
Chris?
Yeah, Mr. Chris. He told me that it's all Trump's fault. He told me again. I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "Hey, you're the one that voted for this." What
You
did
know
I
what?
vote
If he's
for?
causing that weirdo, if he's causing that shredded dick weirdo some problems, then this is what I voted for.
Hey, what's up? No, literally, he couldn't fix his phone. All he did was have to drive an hour away to get his phone fixed, and he says, "Well, it's Trump's fault that I can't get my phone fixed." How is that
Why?
Trump's fault? Because he made gas cheaper, so he could drive farther. I don't get it. How is it Trump's fault? I
Oh my
was gonna
gosh.
I was gonna drop the bombshell trans meme, but I didn't want to do it. It was Mr. Chris's birthday, so I didn't do him like
Fuck
that.
his birthday. He ain't got a real birthday. Does he go by the day he was born or by the day he had his pecker chopped off?
Probably his pecker chopped off.
Probably.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We got a lot to talk about, man. I've been taking a massive list of notes this evening. A massive
Oh
list of notes.
gosh.
But I'm gonna wait for some people to join in before we get into it.
I don't have
But
a massive list. I ain't got a list of notes, but all I do have some bit of information that I can't believe is happening.
what is it?
I guess it's already happened. I just didn't pick up on it, but it ain't been long because it said when I Googled it to check, it was supposed to have been done in late 2025, which we're in late 2025. But evidently, um, silver got put on the precious metal list.
It did. Is that why the value spiked up?
Maybe, but that's not a good thing.
Why is that not a
It
good
can,
thing?
well, they can believe it or not, like with gold, if times of war, they can come to your residence and take your precious metals.
Wow, that's crazy.
At least that's my knowledge. That's what the guy at the Radio Shack. Yeah, we have like one of the two still operating Radio Shacks to this day in my town.
Wow. I used to love
And
Radio Shack.
man, that was the place to go, man. You'd have the cool games. They'd have the cool computers. Anything electronic was cool there. They even had the cool remote control cars.
Greetings,
I don't know.
Lily. Greetings, Philip. Greetings, everyone. Yeah, I miss Radio Shack too, Frank. Yeah.
Well, we have a Radio Shack in Sevierville, Tennessee, just so y'all know.
Yeah, that was sad when that society changed when that place went out started going out.
Yes, it did.
Is it still popular? Do people still go to it?
I do. I try to go to it for anything I need. Like today, I went to give somebody flying lessons on a drone because they got their son a brand new drone. They got him the Mini 3, and it ain't got sensors on it. So that's one thing I hate about that setup. The sensors, you got to end up spending about $1,000 on a decent drone to have the sensors, and new pilots need the sensors. Problem is that new pilots, parents buying new drones for their kid to get into the hobby don't want to spend out $1,000 for the sensors, but the sensors are a make you break you.
Yeah.
So I went and gave some tips, and hopefully they will follow them.
Yeah,
And
honestly, a drone is probably one of the best gifts you can give your kid. That's like giving them some kind of educational toy because in the future, there's going to be all
they
kinds
told
of
me
jobs. I mean, there already is all kinds of jobs with drones.
that they'd rather do that than seem plugged into a Nintendo
Video game.
Switch.
Yeah. Even though I can't lie, I do want the new Nintendo Switch. It's pretty sweet, but that's only because I love all those Nintendo games. Who's
How
gonna
much
free
is a Nintendo
humanity?
Switch?
Trump? This person said he's gonna free humanity. Who? Trump? The best
The
is
best
yet to
is yet to
come.
come.
I do agree 1000% on that one.
Yeah.
I wonder if Cormax is gonna come in here and start yapping away.
Oh gosh, they ain't no telling.
Hey, Lily
But you
Farm,
know,
make sure you smash that like and subscribe button.
when you're fucking with the moderators and and you're just daring them to do something. I know he didn't like literally dare me, but it's like when you're being an asshole and you tell them they're being an asshole and they continue to do it, uh, and then they whine about it. it why didn't he just shut up?
I do not know what that means. I do not know what that means, Lily. We got some more people joining in. Trump is doing a fantastic job. Yes, he is. Hey, what's up, Hunter Jumpin'? How you doing, man? Hope you had a good Christmas, everybody out there. I know I had a
Now,
good
who's Hunter
Christmas.
jumping?
Hunter Jumpin'. Hunter Jumpin'.
Because it's
Yeah.
like we've got Dark Hunter, X Hunter, and now we got Hunter jumping.
Can we talk about the strike in Nigeria? Yeah, that's actually something good to talk about. I mean, why would anyone be against that, honestly? I don't understand it.
Well, I mean, is it the Islamists that were killing the Christians? Was that the target?
ISIS was the target, yeah.
Then I don't see how anybody could be against that. Blow them to hell.
All these Democrats love protecting criminals, dude. They
And
love
I want to reiterate that. I don't mean like Mr. Chris blow them to hell because that's gross.
you.
I'm talking about like Full Metal Jacket blow them to hell.
That guy this morning that was trying to scream at me, say, "Oh, U.S. citizens have been deported." No U.S. citizen has been deported. No U.S. veteran
Ness
has
in
been
England,
deported.
Ness
Yeah,
in England,
yeah.
dude, he would not give me his age, said that it would compromise his security. The person whose security is compromised by their birth date is the same guy who would put 1234 as the code to their locker at the gym.
Yeah, no kidding. What's up, X Hunting? We got the other Hunting in here now. Hey, Fox News might not be 100% accurate all the time, but it's sure a lot more accurate than CNN.
Tell me which one of them is 100% accurate all the time. I want to know so I can watch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ground News is pretty good, honestly. I don't think I've ever been on there and been like, damn, this is propaganda. And they tell you
Dude,
which way their news sways towards. Ground news. If you ever want to go to a good news site on your laptop, go to groundnews.com. It's free, and they tell you all kinds of. They give you the sources and for everything, and they give you all kinds of different which way if they swing left or right, or if it's more central, or they give you all that information.
I like listening. I don't listen to him as often as I should, but I like that John Solomon, Just the News, No Noise.
I don't think I've heard him before, to be honest. I might have heard him before, and I
He
just don't
used to,
remember.
he's kind of like Tucker. He used to have a show on Fox. I think he every now and again he still co-hosts, but he's got his own show, Just the News.
That's awesome. No, I definitely need to. He does sound familiar. Now that you mention it's Fox, it does sound familiar. That's funny. I'm MAGA and I haven't watched TV in 15 years. I get my views from what I see and not what I hear. I'm kind of the same way. Like these, like younger kids are all yelling at me. They're saying, "Well, the statistics say otherwise." Like I don't need the statistics to tell me, all kinds of different
The
stuff about like.
statistics are programming them because most of them statistics are screwed up.
Go ask Grok. Go ask your AI if most statistics are accurate. Literally, the AI The statistics on the statistics tell you most statistics aren't even that accurate. So really, what you see with your own eyes is probably more closer to the truth. It's like this other fella
Yeah,
screaming at me the other day. He's saying, "Oh, poor people in Europe are, doing better than poor people in America." Hell no, they ain't
I don't
doing
believe
better.
that.
Poor people in America got $2,000 phones. I mean, middle class, wealthy people in Europe don't got $2,000 phones. If you see someone with a brand new phone or a $2,000 phone in Europe, they really got some money. Like they actually really got some money. But if you see a two
Yeah,
thousand dollar phone in America, I mean that person just probably financed it. To be honest with you.
financed it or got it in a obligation plan.
Yep, yep, that's 100% truth. I mean, poor people in America are wealthier than any other nation. I don't care what these yada yada statistics say. Poor people in America are doing better than rich people in Africa, basically.
I'm gonna
Someone
take the
said the
phone with me.
homeless in
I'm gonna park.
England wear Burberry. Dude, people in Europe wearing all kinds of fake shit all the time. They all wearing
That,
all kinds of fake
that,
stuff. So don't even get me started with, oh, they're wearing designer. They're wearing designer. So are the homeless bums selling crack in New York City. What's your point? They don't got money either. But anyway, here's some news. Let's talk about some Christmas Eve news. On Christmas Eve, ICE launched an intense raid in Minnesota, storming Somali dense properties and detaining hundreds of illegals to spend in Christmas camps.
good,
Isn't that awesome?
good. I think it is. Those people pitching a fit because evidently ICE made a video of Santa Claus taking in
Yeah, I know. I
illegals.
forgot to talk
I'm
about
like,
that.
that's what I that's what I voted for.
Why would you be
If,
upset?
if Santa can bring me something, well, if Santa can bring me something for Christmas, I want more space.
I want more space. That's what I'm talking about. More housing, more apartments, less people taking up benefits. I mean, why wouldn't you be happy about that? I mean, they're all defending the Somalis
I
like they're
mean,
some valuable people in our community.
Democrats 15 years ago, the same idea that Trump is on now. What we're doing, what we believe in with the closed borders and getting the illegals out, is the same stuff that Democrats were doing 20 years ago. So what's the problem? What happened? What happened, Democrats? It's just part of your narrative because y'all are narrative driven people. It's all
Man,
you are.
thank you
If
guys
y'all
for
was to have a,
subscribing.
I believe if they was to have a free thought of their own, an independent thought, I believe that they would probably stroke out
Guess how many visas from Somalis are fraudulent in Minnesota, if you had to take a guess.
all of them.
Nah, not all of them. About
Half,
50% of them.
I'd say half.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that don't surprise me because they're not honest people.
No, they're not. What's a Somali? You don't know what a Somali is? I mean, someone asked me the other day, they said, Somali's still a country? I said, I guess so.
If you want to call it that, it's a
I
place on a map still.
I mean,
I
guess
wouldn't know if
what?
I'd call.
Some
Don't know if I'd call
Democrats
it a
worship
country.
anarchy. So if you worship anarchy, you should probably go live in Somalia. They have full blown anarchy in Somalia.
Yeah, if Somalis are so great, why didn't they make Somalia great?
If anarchy is so great, why don't Democrats go live in anarchy in Somalia?
No such thing as a Somali. Well, what should we call
Low IQ Africans. Extremely low IQ Africans, I mean.
them?
Lowest IQ Africans. No, lowest IQ Africans, not just low IQ. There's plenty of low IQ African countries. We need to call them the lowest IQ African country.
What's their incest rate?
I don't know, like 87%.
Nasty people.
Yeah, no kidding. Hold on, let me see if I have some background still saved on here. I might not. Oh, I do have some background still saved on here. See, all these different people, these were the three veterans that were, I think this guy was actually just detained. These other two were deported. First one, self-deported. Now, all these Democrats out here screaming, oh, yes, none of them are, all of them are American citizens, yada, yada, yada. I have a source. There's 100 different sources I can give you. None of these people are American citizens. Now, I can honest to God understand the confusion on why someone thinks a veteran would automatically be an American citizen, because it's kind of hard to believe that if you serve this country, you're not an American citizen. But once you do a little bit of research, you can find out that green card
Yep.
holders actually can serve this country, even though they're foreign born.
Yeah, and they shouldn't be
That's
allowed to.
exactly
They
how we
should
could have
not be
avoided this
allowed to.
problem to begin with. Both of these guys, all of these guys committed heinous crimes. This guy was a drug trafficker. This guy shot a pregnant woman that was 19 years old. And these are the people the Democrats are screaming, he's a veteran, he's a veteran, he's a veteran. Well, what's more?
They tried to make George Floyd a hero. That's the kind of people Democrats are.
Yeah, no kidding. They really did think George Floyd was a hero. If that George Floyd movie comes out, we need to go to the movie theater. I'm gonna rent out the whole movie theater. We need to react to it. That would be funny as hell, man. We'll probably have to post
We should
that
at
one on
least have,
Rumble.
yeah, if I have posted on Rumble, and we ought to let some people in there for free. It'd be like, look, we're going to be commenting on this movie, but you can come in and watch it for free just to see what other people think.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. That would be a good one, actually. W South Park.
That would.
Actually, I've been meaning to catch up on South Park recently, but I think I'm 2 or 3 episodes behind. What is rage bait about telling you not a single U.S. citizen has been deported?
We're just telling y'all are wrong, and you are. You're very wrong.
You're very wrong. Why can't the Democrats admit when they're wrong? Like when that guy got proven wrong, instead of having a mental breakdown, he should have just admitted, I'm wrong. He should have just admitted to it. But instead, he couldn't admit to it. Can everyone in chat spam MAGA? Give me a MAGA. Illegal is illegal. We love Trump. The only person robbing us is the tax system.
Yep.
Someone said, y'all are being pinned against each other so you don't realize you're being robbed. Oh, no, we realize it. We realize it, all right. Why would you think he's a Democrat? Honest to God, why would you think he's a Democrat? Do you really got
Who,
to
me?
ask? Yeah, they said,
Who,
are
me?
you a Democrat or a Republican?
Oh, no, I've got my balls. I got my
y'all
wiener,
are
too.
y'all are y'all are being
You
scammed
want to see
by
it?
both parties? I don't think so. I
Y'all,
mean,
y'all want to see it?
mm-mm. No, no, no. Someone said Santa Crat. He's not a, don't even put crat at the end of it. He's nothing with a crat. He's not a diddy crat. He's not a tranny crat. He's not a demon rat. He's none of that stuff.
Look, you know what? Maybe I should go Democrat. That way I can straighten all them assholes out. They need somebody to straighten them out.
I will say at least the Democrats got Chris where he'll actually admit the Epstein files are fake and that Trump isn't in them. Greetings from South Wales, United Kingdom. Hope you had a great Christmas and a great New Year. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. My party isn't imploding. You guys lost you lost 10 million voters this year. How does it feel to the Democrats to know they lost 10 million voters this year? 10 million Diddycrats. They
They
left.
don't know how it feels. They don't have a clue to how it feels because they refused to acknowledge it.
Well, they're going to acknowledge it in the midterms. We're going to pick up seats in the midterms, fellas. We're going to pick up seats in the
The moment
midterms.
Democrats, the moment that Democrats could not stand and clap and cheer on a child that was battling cancer, that was the moment that I saw the Democrats die.
Yeah, that
Their
was a
party.
disgusting moment. Remember when the Democrats couldn't
There's
stand up?
there's a long list after that too, but that's the moment. That was the moment. That was enough. Everything else, just extra stuff, including Charlie Kirk. Don't get me wrong. If the child with cancer never happened and Charlie Kirk happened, that would be all it would take. Also, it just goes to show you Democrats can't learn.
Democrats can't learn, man. It's disgusting. It's horrible. It's horrific. All right, we don't got as much views as normal, but we got 157 people in here. So you know what? I'll just go with it. Guys, smash that like and subscribe button.
It's the holidays. I say
It's
we
the
just go with it
holidays.
anyway.
Okay, so 50% of Somali visas are fraudulent. And also, breaking news, Marco Rubio just banned British censorship agents from entering the USA. So no more Keir Starmer, no more of these people trying to, censor United. They're literally trying to censor United States citizens. They can't do that. They're, they've also been reportedly to be trying to interfere in elections as well. Now that is messed up. They're not
Who
allowed to
do
come in
these
this
people
country
think they
anymore.
are?
Huh?
Who do these people think they are?
I don't know. They're messing with big Donald Trump and Marco Rubio.
They ain't just messing with them, they're messing with us.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here.
Because didn't they want, I know, well, heck, look at Elon Musk.
Yep, they fined
They
him
charged
100.
him.
Yep, $120 million. Now, some person was interviewing. Her name was Margaret. She was interviewing JD Vance. She said, "Well, this country was founded by immigrants. This country was founded by immigrants." JD Vance responded like this. He said, "Just because we were founded by immigrants doesn't mean that 240 years later we have to have the dumbest immigration policy in the world. Like, what does this look like to
We
you?"
grow. Yeah, we've grown since then.
And now they're saying that's President 48 right there. That's what they're saying. Also, well, this was beginning. This was right before. This was right after Trump got into office, but not many people reported on this. This is kind of old news, but I do want to talk about it. Senator Kennedy exposed $93 billion given to the energy companies 73 days before, not the Department of Energy, sorry. The Department of Energy received $73 billion by the Biden administration. No, $93 billion from the Biden administration, 73 days before Trump came into office. And all of that money has disappeared in the companies that were promising energy solutions. They literally ran off with the money and scammed it. $93 billion Biden gave to the Department of Energy, and they literally took that money, gave it to random companies that were promising to fix the energy, and the money just disappeared completely. Just disappeared completely. And the Somalis in Minnesota, speaking about the Somalis in Minnesota called the cops on Nick Shirley after he shopped around healthcare and daycare rates in
Nick
sketchy
Shirley,
buildings
is that the young man that goes on the streets
with the
talking
radical
to people on
Islamists. Yeah, that's him.
yes,
Yeah, that's
I
him.
like him.
Yeah, I like him too. He has quite a bit of following. But yeah, they kicked him out because he's tried to go to daycare centers, healthcare centers, trying to get see what they have to offer in Minnesota. And for whatever reason, they wouldn't give him any kind of healthcare services, any daycare rates. They kept kicking him out. Tell me that's not suspicious. Is that not suspicious? And these were all in sketchy kind of buildings.
But he's probably afraid he'd find something.
I mean, he was going to healthcare everywhere, door to door, yet nobody would give him a single bit of rate. Both of these guys also defend Israel. What do we got to defend Israel on? They didn't even do anything in the first place. So they don't have to be defended.
Yep.
So instead of investigating the suspicious activities, they made sure Nick Shirley left the building after he was accused of harassment. I mean, Minnesota is cooked. Now, here's another theory I got. Now, this will really add up to you once I give you all this other information. But I heard online, I heard a prediction that there's going to be a Muslim political party coming to America. Because there's the money for it. They got Saudi Arabia, they got all these Muslim countries with a lot of money. There could be a political party coming to America that's the Muslim political party, or they will take over the Democrat Party. And also, I wouldn't be surprised because I think Zohan Mandami might be a plant. I mean, I never heard of Zohan Mandami before, like this year. Literally, I never heard of the guy. He just came out of nowhere, and now he's doing all this, New World Order type stuff. He literally just appointed a new, federal New York commissioner for the firefighter department, and she is literally a lesbian. She has no experience being a firefighter at all, but somehow she is the firefighter commissioner. Her only qualification is that she's lesbian and that she supports the LGBTQ community. And she's the firefighter commissioner for New York now, thanks to Zohan Mandami.
So because she's a lesbian, that makes her qualified to put fires out.
I guess. I remember there was something about this before where they let a bunch of lesbians run another firefighter department in another state. I remember this being eerily familiar, but I mean that is crazy. That is literally crazy. I don't think he's the regular kind of Muslim. I think he's the type of Muslim that he takes money from every single person. Like anything you can pay him to do pretty much. Just my personal opinion. But I do think a Muslim party could be coming to America within the next 10 years, or they might just take over the Democrat Party. And if you want to hear something sick and disgusting, you might want to hear about how George Soros just handed his empire over to his son, Alex Soros.
You
And
broke.
Alex
You
Soros,
broke up. Start over.
I said George Soros just handed over his empire to his son, Alex Soros. Can you hear me?
Yeah. He's
He
probably
hand,
afraid he's fixing to get it took from him.
he just handed his empire over to his son, Alex Soros. And Alex Soros just paid $7 million for protest against Elon Musk. And get this, Alex Soros' wife has ties to the Muslim Brotherhood. And guess what? It gets even worse than just that. His wife's dad founded the Institute of Muslim Minority Affairs. They literally, this organization, their main objective is to study and learn how to bring Sharia law and Muslim teachings into non-Muslim countries all over the world. That is their literal purpose. And that is the guy that Alex Soros is, that's the guy, that's Alex Soros' wife. That's his wife's,
Yeah.
husband. And the Institute wasn't enough. They also had to create a journal of Muslim minority affairs to push the media propaganda. And guess what? The same Muslim minority affairs, organization has links to some of the same groups that supposedly were behind 9/11, dude. Like, does it not just keep getting worse and worse and worse? And his dad, I mean, his stepdad passed away, but his now the mother is running it, and she follows Sharia law herself.
Oh gosh. Talk about cutting your nose off to spite your own face. You know, then oh gosh, I don't know how I can say this. I'm going to say this slowly, okay? So if I start to say something you don't think I need to be saying, stop me. Eventually, we have to
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yep.
Eventually. I'm not saying now's the time, and I'm not saying violence is the answer. I'm not pushing for violence. But we just can't let people know that this is okay and that we accept this.
I mean, you got a leader of a Muslim organization, the Muslim Minority Affairs. I'm not sure if this is the same organization that that the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, said was a terrorist organization. Wasn't 100% sure if that is it, but it honestly sounds pretty familiar. Alex Soros is married to Humai Abadan. They wed in June 2025 in the Hamptons, while the ceremony, attended by prominent figures like the Clintons and Kamala Harris. Holy crap.
Oh God.
So they're behind all this radical Islamic stuff. Now you gotta look into who Alex Soros's wife really is. His wife's, dad is the founder of the Institute of Muslim Minority Affairs. He's the one. This whole point of this organization is to bring Sharia law into Muslim teachings in the non-Muslim countries. Now, I'm not saying all Muslims are bad, so don't go out there and take it out of context. But that is mind-boggling. Y'all, a lot of y'all aren't looking at the details like this, and you want to scream, "Oh, the Jewish people control the world." Seems like to me that the Muslims are starting to get a bit of control in this country. But no, don't focus on that. Your precious Lord and Savior Nick Fuentes said that we don't have a Muslim problem. We don't have a radical Islamist problem. So you know what? Just forget about that. Ignore that. All Muslims are good people. None of them are trying to colonize or take over the country. That's just propaganda. Nick Fuentes said so. I mean, what is wrong with y'all? Stop listening to these people that like to watch gay corn. When they go off stream, they turn on gay corn. Not to mention Nick Fuentes is almost 30 years old. No girlfriend, no wife, no nothing. He's an incel and he's proud of it. Hey, what's up, Wood? How you doing? They aren't researching this. And now here's something that's even worse. We already know China is buying up our debt, but you want to hear something worse than China buying up our debt? Chinese billionaires are using hundreds of American surrogates to make American babies and to collect their welfare benefits and to funnel the money back to China. Yup. They literally can pay to have a surrogate to have their child and sign those rights over to the child to them while they're in China. They'll sign the rights over to that child. Sometimes they make it out of their own material, if you know what I'm saying. Sometimes they make it out of other people's material and they have the rights signed over. But they are having American babies made with surrogates. Surrogates are, there's a serious problem with that. I
Talking
mean,
about like they go down to the sperm bank and they have their people
they send their
get
sperm to
pregnant.
America from China.
How do they get the benefit? Who raises the baby?
I don't know. I guess they pay the surrogate to raise it temporarily and to collect the welfare benefits. And they're also using them as organ donors. They'll wait until they're a little bit older, and then they'll fly the baby over to China, and then they'll, use it as an organ donor. Yeah, it gets real messed up. These Chinese billionaires have all kinds of power in America.
Dude, if that's the case, if that is actually true, we got to cut that. We got to cut that country out.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this shit gets a lot more sick and twisted than the Chinese just
I
buying
mean,
our debt.
if I needed a kidney and I knew that's how it was coming to me, I'd say, fuck that. It's my time to go.
Yeah, that is messed up. Inflation down, fuel down, interest rates down, crime down, and stock market up. Stock market was at an all-time high on Christmas, fellas. Actually, I've heard studies that 6 million jobs were created, but my honest results were about 1.6 million jobs, new jobs added, but 6 million jobs overall have been created. The grocery prices are down, man. I don't know where you guys are living. Maybe it's like in California, grocery prices are way up, but I don't really know what to tell you on that, but yeah, the Chinese billionaires are using hundreds of American surrogates for American babies to collect welfare benefits, steal money out of American taxpayers, organ, donors and stuff like that. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. It's honestly horrific. And also Mexico, Where did I get my source for what? Which one are you talking about? You have to be specific. I said a lot of different things. You want the source for the Chinese babies? If you give me a second, I can link you a
Hey,
source for it.
giggles. $16 for vanilla. That is not a good indicator for whether or not the economy's doing better because um, vanilla only comes from one place in the world. So you really most people use eggs and milk. You can't use vanilla. Vanilla, if I'm not mistaken, comes out of Madagascar. But regardless, it's grown along the equator, nowhere else in the world.
Here's
So,
a source
lady,
for it. If you look up video game billionaire X Boo, who reportedly has 100 US born children via surrogates, there's articles about it with the Wall Street Journal. So there you go. Look up Chinese billionaire Chu Bu in the Wall Street Journal. He has at least 100 US born children via surrogates. So there's a source for you right there.
they gotta put a stop to that shit.
Yeah, that shit is messed up, man. That is 100% messed up.
That's where they find young women that's willing to give birth for a baby, right?
Yeah, for money.
Oh god.
And there's even crazier shit out there. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to drop some super chats. It is the day after Christmas. It is well appreciated. But the European Union, they will be able to delete your post by 2026. So if you live in the European Union and you post something on YouTube, you post something on Twitter, you post something on Instagram that they don't like, they're going to be able to log into your account and just go ahead and delete it, and they're also going to be labeling you like a danger to society, pretty much. I mean, that is mind-boggling. That is tyranny. Trump, the United States needs to step in because that is not freedom of speech. The EU or the UK? No, it's the European Union. I'm sure the United Kingdom will
Yeah.
follow behind them.
The European Union isn't covered under our Constitution. It's the US Constitution, not the World Constitution. Fuck the limeys.
They still need to stop interfering with US businesses. And I bet you a lot of businesses won't comply with this new law. Like, American, Facebook, Twitter definitely ain't going to comply. So hopefully they don't comply. Here we go. What did this guy say? Michael said, praying for you guys to understand that our current government will never put an end to anything. Illusion of choice, my guy. They put an end to the illegal alien immigration. That's not even disputable, fella. What about that, Michael? What about how we've had virtually zero illegal alien immigrants coming to this country since about 8 or 9 months ago? Did they not put
Now
an end to that?
I will say this. My vote, your vote, everybody's vote. People think that, for instance, Fulton County needs to deal with Fulton County. They're a free state, they can do whatever they want. But when they have a corrupt election, it swayed the election for the entire nation. That is not right. Everybody in this nation has vested interest in whether or not that election was legit or not. And they came and they found 300,000, was it 300,000 uncounted votes?
Yep. It was uncertified
Yeah.
votes. Apparently they were counted, I will say that, but they weren't proven legitimately. Hey, Merry Christmas. I appreciate you, Lena the nurse. It's a long time no see. Hope you had a good
So that does
Christmas.
disenfranchise us.
No, man, that is horrible. That man, Rudy Giuliani, should have never been charged with all those felonies. He needs restitution. He needs
Yep.
restitution. Someone says you have a freaking drone. I think the FBI should be looking into you, man. You kidding me, right?
The FBI doesn't have jurisdiction over my drone, dumbass. It's a different three-letter agency altogether.
Yeah,
But
no
sure,
kidding.
whatever.
I mean, they keep commenting 34 felonies. You would have thought when Trump won the election, they would have just gave up on screaming about his felonies. They aren't deporting them, though. Besides, what does it matter if 10 million came in the last 4 years? How many people could possibly come? I don't know, like 30 million illegal people? It was way more than 10 million. It was like 25 million people in 4 years,
Yeah,
brother. We got about
I've never
30
heard 10
we
million.
we got about 30 million illegal alien immigrants in this country. And why does it matter? Because illegal alien immigrants are taking up $451 billion a year of our taxpayer funds. I mean, that is ridiculous.
Yep.
And they are
They're
deporting
taking
them,
benefits
brother.
when
There's literally videos and photos of them getting deported in the streets. Why do you think the Democrats are screaming so hard? I mean, you got to be kidding me. You're really saying they're not getting deported? Then what's up with all those videos and all those people saying, "Oh, they're getting deported," and these illegal alien immigrants crying from other countries saying, "Oh, I'm in CCOT. I'm not a terrorist. I'm just a gang lord and a drug dealer. I'm not a terrorist. Why am I in CCOT? I only killed 100 people, but I'm not a terrorist. Why am I in CCOT?" I mean, you can't answer any of these questions, can you? There's been over 2.5 million people deported, and deportations have stopped. I mean, what do I got to say to you? What do you got to say to that fella?
need to catch up. They don't belong here. If you can't come here the right way, if you can't get into this country without breaking a law, which means just walking your happy ass across, you need to go back.
Yeah, no kidding.
Personally, I think Democrats. Personally, I think that Democrats wanted to terraform the voter landscape into something more suitable for them by importing their voter base. That's what it's about.
By
That's why
all
we need
means,
voter
I'll
ID.
come up. I mean, you sound like a conspiracy theorist, brother, until you actually give us a little bit of evidence. If you want to call in that badly and tell us why we're wrong about the deportations, you can drop a $50 super chat. Or you can just give us a source and tell us in one quick sentence why they're not deporting people and it's fake. But what you're saying makes no sense. What do you think? They just have a Hollywood set where they're acting like they're deporting people? I mean, what is your point here, brother? It makes no sense. I mean, you sound like a flat earther. Hell, a flat earther sounds smarter than what you're saying. I mean, if I could get any source really saying the deportations are fake, I would give it a look into. But you can't even give a single source that says the deportations are fake. There's only two types of people
I'm
out
going to
there
run
right
a quick.
now. There's three types of people out there. People like me that says the deportations are doing a good job and they should keep on track with them. And also, the people out there that are saying, "Oh, there's not enough deportations." They can't tell you how many deportations there's even been, or how many there should have been in a year's time. And then there's the guy screaming, "Oh, there's not enough deport. There's not enough." DH themselves admits there's only been 600,000 deportations. That is about 600,000 deportations, excluding self deportations. Self deportations count, brother. Self deportations count. There's been about 2.1 million total deportations. I don't know why you ultra right wingers, you Nick Fuentes supporters act like self deportations don't count. Of course they
Why do they
count.
not count?
The only thing we care about is getting these illegal
I think
alien
they should
immigrants
count.
out of our
They should
country.
count doubly so. They should count doubly so. We didn't have to use any of our resources other than to give them a little bit of cheddar.
Lots of those people were in the process of getting their citizenship and committed no crimes and legally got taken out of the country. Well, cool for them, but brother, you cannot come into this country illegally and then apply for citizenship. That's not how you enter a
Yep,
country.
they
If
did
you
it
want to come
backwards.
into a country and your visa expired and your citizen and your green card expired, or you don't have a visa or you don't have a green card, you can't just come into the country and wait and say, "Oh, I'm processing my citizenship." That's not how it works. You don't get to sit in the country while you're processing your citizenship. You have to leave America
Brother,
and wait for your citizenship to be processed. That's how it works in the
brother
United
of the road,
States.
brother of the road left a pretty good comment. Assimilation can lead to social cohesion, better job opportunities, and easier access to services. Merry Christmas. Brother Road is exactly right.
Yeah,
They
Merry
need to be
Christmas.
able to assimilate to Western culture. This is the problem we have with Islam. They don't assimilate. They want to come here and make here where they came from. If they're wanting to make here where they came from, why did they move? Send them back.
And letting your visa expire or entering the country illegal is a crime. So I don't know why people like a Jamonte say they've committed no crime. If they committed no
Someone
crime, they
says,
wouldn't
how
be
does
here
that affect
illegally.
you? This is how illegals affect me. I get this rash behind my ear, on my hands, makes me itch, and I have to take Benadryl. That's how it affects me. Get them the fuck out.
Those moving out of the
I don't.
following the countries they are moving to immigration policies. Yet get upset when we want ours followed. Yup. No kidding. Are you kidding me? You dropped a
Ah!
no one is illegal.
Giggles. Thank you for the $2, but you a dumbass.
No one is illegal on stolen land. A lot of our land was purchased. Most of our land was actually purchased. The rest of it was conquered and taken over. Also, you can't steal land without property rights. You cannot seize or steal somebody's land if you don't even have property rights in the first place. So, first off, that's
Yep.
another reason it's not stolen. Second off, we conquered it. Third off, the majority of our land was actually purchased. What is it called? The Louisiana Purchase? That's literally in the name. We literally bought
Yep.
California, Texas, Louisiana, New
Alaska.
Mexico. We bought all these other countries. I mean, states. We bought all these other states. So no, there's no property rights in the first place. It can't be stolen land. When the Indians were alive and they were killing one another in the tribes and they took each other's land, were they stealing stolen land? They didn't have property rights, so no government was there to say stolen land. It was conquered land. Oh, it's screaming. It was annexed. You would have to have a government for it to be annexed. They didn't have a government. It was not annexed. Most of it was purchased. We conquered Texas. We conquered Texas, but bought New Mexico, Arizona, and California for 15 million. We also bought Alaska. You said if I offered you a source I could call in, or you say I could pay you $50 after supporting you for months because you aren't willing for possibly be wrong. When did you support me for months, brother? I honestly remember most of my super chatters. Hold on, let me pull you up and see if you did support me for months. Well, I'm clicking on your name right now and it says this is the very first time you ever commented on my video, Michael. So I'm sorry
Wow.
to say, but when I click on your name, it tells me this is the very first video you super chatted or you even commented on, not just the super chat, the very first time you ever commented on a video. And if you
Isn't technology wonderful?
and Michael, I didn't even see your source, brother. I didn't see your source. Actually, no, they stole land from the Native Americans. They try to get the Native Americans to buy their own land back, actually. Well, we purchased a lot of our land, brother, and you can't steal land when property rights don't exist. When property rights don't exist, that means we conquered your land. I mean, the Native
Had
Americans
Native
didn't even
Americans
they didn't have a
had
set
Native
territory. A
Americans
lot of them didn't even have
had
a set
Native Americans
territory.
had Native Americans not been quarreling amongst themselves, battling and fighting and feuding amongst themselves, and had acted as one nation, they probably could have kept this great land, but they didn't. So that's
Michael,
on them.
Michael, I don't know if that's true. Michael says these are the first times I've commented, and that doesn't mean I didn't show up and like and watch you. I'm not 100% sure about that, but either way, I appreciate it, Michael. But if you have something to tell us, you can, drop a comment. I didn't see your source for your claim about how, illegal alien immigrants aren't getting deported. All I saw was you said the DHS themselves says only 600,000 were deported. That is true if you
Yeah.
count
Hey,
the fact that, we didn't, that was 2 months ago, those numbers, by the way. That was 2 or 3 months ago. Also, that doesn't
hey,
include
Michael.
self deportations. Brother of the
Hey,
Road says,
Michael. You can join.
go
You
ahead.
just bleeped out.
I say, go ahead.
Michael, you can join the Discord. You can talk with us. I'm always in there. Graham's in there quite a bit. and we get to know you. But I mean, if you've got proof of this stuff, I mean, I would take a look at it. But you got to join the
Absolutely, man.
Discord.
Come talk to us in the community directly. And then if we then we can possibly have you on the channel when we get to know you a little bit better. But this is a privilege to be on this channel. Treaties and purchases, many lands were acquired through formal treaties where indigenous nations seceded territory in exchange for payments, goods, or the reservation of others' lands. There you go. Treaties, purchases, many lands were acquired through formal treaties where indigenous nations seceded territory in exchange for payments, goods, and the reservations of other lands. Not to mention, Native Americans weren't even the first ones here, so we can just stop all that stuff. Cheap cotton was not worth it. Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one.
If only we could go back in time and tell the people on the boats that were bringing slaves over, turn this boat around, for you do not know what you're doing to the future.
We conquered, want it, come take it. That's what I'm saying, Sonder. I remember you.
Bingo. Bingo, Sonder, bingo.
Here, I'll post another Discord link for you. I'll also update my
Sonder gets
Discord
it.
link in my bio. There you go. There's a new Discord link right there for you.
If I'm not mistaken, the Chinese are the ones that developed chemical warfare. I think it was the Chinese. I'm not positive on that. But supposedly, whoever did it, the first chemical warfare was actually catapulting decaying, rotting, diseased, severed heads over into people's castles and forts, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, here's something that's going to piss off the Democrats. Right of conquest. Historically, international law has recognized conquest, territory taken through war, as a legitimate method of gaining land. So it turns out it's not stolen land after all, not according to the historical context of international law.
Okay, so what about the land that Russia has acquired from Ukraine? Is
I
that
mean,
conquered land?
nowadays they've already cried about it and said that they already
Or
created
did they
other
give it back?
international laws.
Oh, we won. We kicked your asses, but here's your land back. No, losers don't win. Losers don't profit.
Thank God we conquered it. I don't want to live in a mud hut. I mean, if you're from Europe, you weren't going to live in a mud hut. Just saying. Louisiana Purchase was the 1803 acquisition of approximately 828,000 square miles of territory from France by the United States for $15 million, effectively doubling the size of the young nation. Great historical fact right there. They said it was legal, so we took it. This guy's joking. He said LFMAO, but Ukraine is winning. Yeah, okay, sure.
If Ukraine's winning, why don't they have all their land they started with? That would be like me coming on here saying, I'm winning the war even though I lost an arm, but I'm winning. Whatever.
Calv Moore. People have offered me more than that, and they've dropped it in super chats before, and not a single person has ever been scammed. You won't see any comments on my channel that says, "Oh, he scammed me. He ran off with my money." That doesn't happen. Why wouldn't I want you to pay for a debate, and then why would I chicken out? I'd love to debate. Okay, just join the Discord. Hopefully, we can have some good discussions. Trust me, we can
Now,
agree on quite a bit,
now
but I
if
like
he
to talk a lot so I can
if he
think,
rage
be
baits you,
productive.
if he rage baits you into donating money to his channel, that's on you, pal.
I'm not trying to rage bait anyone though, but apparently
I wouldn't admit it though.
when I
I would
talk,
never admit that I would never admit that someone,
they
another
didn't
grown
say I
ass
rage
man.
baited them. No one said I ever rage baited them into donating. One guy said that I Jew baited him. He said that I started talking about Israel so much that it mind
You know
controlled
what?
him.
Even if you did, I would never admit it. I
No
would never
kidding.
admit it. That's weak. That's weak sauce.
That is weak sauce. What is Jew baiting? Talking good about Israel? It's not bait when you really love Israel. I mean, how is that bait? I mean, you didn't get baited. I believe everything I say, and a majority of this country believes it too. MAGA equals winners. We're number one. That's what I'm talking about. See, look, oh, they said I'm the Timu Ashton Kutcher and you're Rob Reiner.
Only if Rob Reiner was cool. Rob
Yeah, no
Reiner don't have
kidding.
a beard like this. And Ashton Kutcher only wishes he was that cool.
Ashton Kutcher might be cooler than me. I'll concede to that fact.
I'm not. I'm not. You Ashton Kutcher ain't got shit on you, my friend.
You know
I'd rather go
something?
punk people with you than with him.
You know something? If you curse Israel, well, thank you. Well, you know, if you curse Israel, God will curse you back. But why do you love Israel? Then someone says, "Why do you love Israel?" I think most people just find it weird to love a country that has shown no evidence they love us. And when you have no family connection, first off, how do you know I have no family connection? Second off, Israel has shown they have love for us. They protected our military and our military bases and our troops. So what are you talking about? What are you going on about? You never want to curse Israel because in the Bible it said, "Blessed those who bless Israel, and cursed are those who curse Israel." Do you care about infrastructure or pollution or the economy? Yeah, I care about infrastructure and the economy and pollution. I have no clue what you mean. Who is the true Israel? Israel is Israel. Israel loves America. Trump X Euro? That would be an awesome one. Oh, you guys are triggered about Israel.
I've never seen so many anti people in all my life. If I
I
didn't
mean, I
know
didn't look
better, and I
into it,
know.
but apparently someone tried to send a bomb to a synagogue today. But I think the FBI or someone stopped it.
Did you hear about the guy, the Nazi that they caught trying to make bombs? And he even left instructions on Reddit on how to make motion sensor bombs so other
That's
people could do
crazy.
it. And he wasn't an Islamist. He was a Nazi, straight up genuine Nazi, and he wanted to attack Jews.
No, God was definitely talking about Israel when he mentioned Jerusalem, Bethlehem, Nazareth. I mean, Israel represented many other things in the Bible other than actual Israel. It did represent the church. It did represent the 13 tribes and the church originally. But in the New Testament, it literally says Israel is the apple of God's eye.
What do you think was up with that guy today that you checked the channel out and then I checked the channel out and we both got muted for offering up just a platform?
I don't know. I didn't even ask him for a platform. I just said, "Do you like Trump?" Because it sounded like he really did like Trump because he was talking about how Jesus went against the establishment. And when he said Jesus went against the establishment, I instantly thought about Trump going against the establishment. But then I asked
Yeah.
him, I said,
No,
"Do
I
you like
offered him.
Trump?" He didn't mute me himself. His moderators muted me. I guess his moderators don't
Yeah.
like Trump.
Yeah. It was like all I did was offer him a bigger platform. I'm like, would you like to come on live with a bigger platform and minister? And they muted me.
That's what you said, and they muted you?
Yeah.
Wow, man. His mods are screwed up.
Because I just don't see someone who is a true fisher of man, a true minister, a true evangel that would turn away a bigger crowd.
I don't think it was him, to be honest with you. I don't put the blame on him. I put the blame on his moderators.
Like moments. Yeah,
I honestly
absolutely.
liked his preaching when he was talking about Catholics and how he was an ex-Catholic. That was definitely interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely interesting. I liked listening to him, but his mods ruined it.
He was charismatic, but yeah, his moderators were like freaking Nazis.
He ain't near as charismatic as Dunk. Whatever happened to him?
Dunk, yeah, what's up with Dunk? I do miss Dunk, man.
Because yeah, I enjoyed listening to him.
Democrats do seem to love terrorism. Rather it's narco terrorists, Islamic terrorists. Israel has always been there, Michael. You can keep sending trash ass comments. I really don't care.
Yeah, trash comments don't change the truth.
Listen, everyone can do their own research about Israel. When Jesus mentions Bethlehem and Nazareth and Jerusalem, I'm pretty sure he's talking about modern day Israel. But you can spew all the bullshit you want and all you want. It doesn't change the facts. If Trump is working for billionaires and not farmers, then why did he just bail out the farmers with the money he made from the tariffs?
They ain't going to look at that information. Do you want them
I
to have
mean,
a, do you want them to have a stroke?
dude, honestly, Israel derangement syndrome might just be stronger than Trump derangement syndrome. It's like neck and neck. I'm like, is Israel derangement syndrome more or is Trump derangement syndrome more? I honestly don't know. We already been talked about that Argentina situation so many times. You know what? We should talk about it again. Maybe not now because I don't feel like going over it all over again. It's just like such a dead horse. But we should go over it again at some point and post a video about it. That one long form video that got about 500 views explaining about the drug lord that Trump pardoned.
Yeah.
Now, if I do a little bit more research on that and watch some of his
Juan
interviews,
Orlando Hernandez.
yeah, if I watch some of his interviews, I'm sure we could do a part two on it. I need to follow up and watch those interviews.
Yeah, I believe that was set up. I believe if Juan Orlando Hernandez had been a lefty, it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, probably not. What are you guys yapping about? MAGA actually stands for Make Israel or not Make Israel, Make Ireland Great Again. But
Ireland.
people are using that as Make Israel Great Again.
Yeah. Don't infringe upon the. They have their own troubles, and they deserve to make Ireland great again.
Yeah.
Stop using MAGA words, you unoriginal bitch. Let me tell you what, lefties don't have an original thought. They always have to take everything. They take our memes and they modify them. They take what we say and modify them. They can't come up with nothing on their own.
Oh, here we go. How many Nick Fuente supporters do we have in here? Just let me know. I'm genuinely curious.
Do we have any Fuentes? Well, just
Listen,
if you're a
Michael.
Fuente,
Listen, if you want to go back and forth with me about Israel, you want biblical context, and you want to go back and forth with Israel about the Israel situation, then at least drop some super chats. If you want me to start going back and forth, nitpicking Bible verses, explaining to you what they mean, spending like 20, 30 minutes going back and forth with you about the Israel thing, then at least drop a super chat for crying out loud.
Yep, Fuentes is half Mexican, but we just wondering if there's any Fuentes out there. You know, like a Swifty, the Fuente. Are there any Fuentes out there in chats? Don't look like it.
I mean, the Nick Fuente supporters, they were on my nuts when they seen a photo of me and Tucker Carlson on FaceTime together. But
They
literally,
were.
they don't even realize that they don't even realize that Tucker Carlson is not a Nick Fuente supporter. He just interviews people. He just interviews controversial people, dude. He literally brought Nick on there and said, "Why do you hate Jews so much?" I mean, does that sound like he said, "Why are you racist and why do you hate Jews so much?" That does that sound like he supports the
It's
Jew?
not like it's not like Tucker was saying. So why do you hate Jews so much? Because you know I hate them so much.
Yeah, that's like how they acted like he was. Does Tucker Carlson question Israel? Yeah, he questions Israel, but is he anti-Semitic? Does he hate all Jewish people? Hell no. Hell no. Definitely not. And Tucker Carlson knows that Donald Trump is set up too. I've seen him. I've heard him say it on interviews before. He says this Epstein file is a hoax. There's no involvement of Trump in there. I've dropped a couple already, but here you go. I think it would be good if we argued substance though, instead of assuming we're all groypers. I'm not saying that you're
No,
groyper,
no.
and I'm not assuming you're all groypers. I know there are a lot of groypers out there, but listen, if you don't like Israel and you want to criticize them, that's fine. I like Tucker Carlson. I support like all the stuff he says. We just disagree on like the Israel thing. We just disagree on the Israel thing, and that's it. We're still conservatives. We're still people on the right. We shouldn't be infighting each other about issues like Israel. Now, whenever I bring up the trans topic, you groypers out there tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't be talking about how they're trying to cut off kids' penises, give them hormones, and mutilate our children and make them watch transgender cartoons and homosexual cartoons. Whatever you do, don't talk about that." But whenever Israel's mentioned up, you act like that's a real important topic of society. We give more money to Muslim countries like Qatar and Saudi Arabia than we give to Israel.
So uh, the Fuentes support the trans.
I don't know. You'd have to ask them that. I think they do. I mean, they said it's not a big issue. They said that just ignore, the Democrats trying to cut off your kids' penises and play transgender cartoons. Just
I'm not
ignore that.
ignoring that. You try and come at my wiener trying to cut my wiener off. I'm not ignoring that.
they
That's
tell you to
personal.
they tell you to ignore ISIS and all these jihadist groups. They're like, ignore them. They're not a problem. The problem is Israel. No, it's not. We love Israel. The fact that you're trying to tell us to ignore all these important issues is exactly why we shouldn't listen to you. Why does America focus so much on transgenders? Because they are literally trying to lower our population through gender mutilation. Gavin Newsom literally passed a law. He said, we need more transgender kids. And he's passing more and more laws to ensure transgender kids are made. It is, and no, we don't. Israel is the country that receives the most foreign aid. Second is Egypt. It's because they recognize Israel, so we reward them. Uh, I don't believe that's true, but let me look it up. Let me look up. Actually, no, that's obviously not true because we have Ukraine. Ukraine received $451 billion in 3 years. So you're telling me Israel receives the most foreign aid when we just gave $400 billion to Ukraine in 3 years? In 3 years, we've given Ukraine more money than we've given Israel in 75 years. So, Michael, you might want to,
Yeah.
actually read a little bit more, watch some more videos, educate yourself, fact check what you learned from Nick Fuentes, fact check what you learn online from these anti-Israel people, because what you said is so blatantly wrong, it's not even funny.
We don't give Israel as much as we spend in 1 month on SNAP benefits.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
you
let's.
definitely need to check into that, Michael, or y'all go to debate and you're gonna get your ass tore up.
I literally just did prove you wrong. Look it up. How much money have we sent Ukraine? Just Google it. Just Google how much money have we sent Ukraine. I mean, that's all you have to do. If you don't know the common knowledge of how much money we've sent to Ukraine, which is about $451 billion, then I don't know what to tell you. Or it's actually about 400 billion. If you don't know that very common knowledge, then you might want to research. Because currently the number one country that we're supporting is Ukraine, not Israel. So that might be some real important information you want to look up. It's not a loan. They're never going to pay us back. They refused to pay us back in minerals. We already tried to work out a mineral deal and they basically told us to fuck off. So how is it a loan? Have they paid any of that money back? And how are they going to pay the money back when they're going to lose the war? I mean,
Yeah,
what the
we're
heck?
actually getting money back from Argentina,
Now, the Argentina situation's a loan.
and it's being treated as a loan.
You can keep saying Israel's a top donor, but the fact is Ukraine is the number one donor. Literally, Ukraine, we've given Ukraine about twice as much money as we've given
Yeah, and
Israel.
why would Ukraine ever want the war to stop? They've already got high-ranking officials that's left with millions and millions of dollars.
So now when you're proven wrong, Michael, you're trying to change the narrative. Oh, but we have the money for Israel built into our budget. Okay, just admit that you were wrong. Concede to the fact that you just told everyone on here that Israel is our largest person that we contribute to. When it's not. When that's false information. I mean, it's okay to be wrong, but don't try to blur the lines and say, well, actually, I meant, they're the largest one that's built into our budget. By the way, I don't see you complaining about the $2 billion we give to Jordan and Egypt. I don't see you complaining about the $2 billion we give to the Democratic Republic of Congo. I mean, the list just keeps going on. The only country
Two billion,
these plenty
2 billion
supporters
is getting
ever
up there
complain
what we
about is
give Israel.
Israel.
Yeah, 2 billion is getting up there what we give Israel.
We give 176 countries money, but these guys only ever complain about Israel. We give them tax credits to
That
buy military
that's why
equipment.
I look at it. That's why I look at it as anti-Semitism. You're not going to complain about the 160 plus other countries, but you're just going to complain about Israel. That's anti-Semitic.
Let's ask Michael this. Michael, do you believe Israel should exist as a country? Yes or no? Do you believe Israel should exist as a country? Yes or no? I was asking Michael. I've traveled to 20 different countries, sir. I know geography better than you. I understand those countries are next to Israel. But the reason we give them money isn't because of Israel. But go ahead. I don't think they shouldn't exist, but I don't think we should have an obligation to support them. Well, they also do a lot for us, man. We get a lot back from Israel. I hear you, brother of the road, but that's gross. I'm not gonna read out loud that transgender stuff. They
I'm
protect our
reading it.
military bases. Why would you guys open Grok, open Chat GPT, open Google, and literally look up what does Israel do for us? What has Israel done for us? And you're gonna see a list of about over 100 different things. TGI Fridays, guys. Hey Jane, how you doing?
What up,
Uh,
Jane?
the thing is with a lot of these anti-Israel people, I've all found the same thing with them. All the same thing with them. I've seen these people again and again and again. It's only one of the three things with these anti-Israel people. First off, they have trauma in their life. Some of their family might have died in the Middle East, or they have some kind of trauma in their life, and unfortunately, they like to blame it on Israel. The second thing I've seen is that they're impoverished and they live at home with mama or daddy or grandma. They live under someone else's roof. Third thing I've seen is that they're just a full blown Nazi. So there's only three different options that I've seen from anti-Israel people. Or number four,
Did you hear about
go ahead.
Did you hear about Mondami collapses on live TV
No, I didn't hear about
as
that.
the reality of the? I've not watched. I just saw, got it here on my laptop. I'm not going to turn. It's 14-minute long video, but we might want to look into that. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Number four is that they're just Muslim. That's the only reason they some of them don't support. And by the way, some Muslim countries love Israel, like Azerbaijan. I thought you were more open than an honest debate. I told you I would debate you for a $50 super chat. And congratulations if the rest of that is true. Michael, I'm not trying to insult you. I wasn't saying you directly. I was just saying everyone else out there. And I really don't care if you got your feelings hurt by that because that's what I personally found. Now, is there exceptions out there? Maybe. I'm yet to find one, though. And I already told you 100 different times, Michael, if you want to come on the channel, it's a $50 super chat. It's a privilege to come on my channel. We almost have 30,000 subscribers. We have millions of monthly views. It's not just anyone that just gets to come on here. If you want to come on here and have an actual Israel debate, it's $50. Who's going to debate the master at it? That's what I'm saying. I see you guys getting upset about the $50, but didn't we have a Nick Fuentes supporter who dropped $200 to come on here and debate and he got his ass kicked?
Yeah, nothing's wrong with being a Jew. Nothing's wrong with being born American. Nothing's wrong with being Christian.
I'm not going to cut you off. I'm going to let you talk. And we're going to engage with what you say.
I think the whole time I've seen Graham debate people, there might, but I can't recall. I can't recall, but there might have been someone that he ended the live stream with.
See,
And I
Dirty
think
Money
that if he,
says I should make it 150. Honestly, I should make it 150. I told myself I wasn't going to charge less than 100, but I'm just kind of being generous before the New Year's and I'm saying 50. Because I was charging 50 when I had 10K subscribers. I should be charging at least 100, 150.
being a cheap bitch, Graham.
Yeah, I know. If you're a jackass, it should be 200. Yeah, I'm being too cheap on them. I should say at least 150. But anyone can have a debate with me if we have a good conversation and I feel like there's something content wise for the channel.
Exactly. Exactly. You want to, if you out there are wanting to cut through the red tape and be on this show so bad, you need to put something up for it. This man's worked his ass off to build this channel. So if you get into the Discord channel, if he feels like you're going to help the channel, you're not going to have to pay to come on and debate him. But if you want to cut through all that red tape, this man here's sacrificed. What have you sacrificed?
Yeah,
Nothing. That's why there's the fee.
much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Hey, when are we
No
going to talk
problem, man.
about the
People need.
Epstein files? Well, apparently the Democrats were hiding 1 million Epstein files in New York.
Yeah, and besides, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't mind just taking just a day or two break because I have been going through these Epstein files to where I'm freaking going cross-eyed. We've done 2 episodes of going through the Epstein files that were at least an hour to 2 hours long a piece. Plus, I've got 5 hours of going through these Epstein files on my own independently. And I am like going cross-eyed. And you people out there, most of you people out there in the chats, I don't believe even looked at and you all owe it to yourselves, especially especially the ones that are coming in here saying, release the files, release the files. You shouldn't even be watching this show right now, to be honest with you. No offense, Graham. They shouldn't be watching this show. They should be going through the Epstein files.
I mean, I don't think there's a single person that has spent more time looking at the Epstein files other than me and you. Definitely not in these
Yeah.
chats.
Everybody else is just peddling headlines.
And
Everything
Michael, you don't
we
need to
found
be
on our
sour.
own.
The only one upset, Michael, is you because you don't like the fact that I said a lot of these anti-Israeli people I've seen are, have some kind of life trauma or financial difficulties. If you're an upset an exception, then that's cool, man. I'm not saying you. It's nothing against you. I'm just telling people what I've seen with my own eyes. But you don't have to be a snowflake about it and cry about it. We got no problem talking with you once in a while in the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, who says you won't have something to offer? You might have something to offer. I encourage you to join the Discord. Come in there and talk with us. Just don't be disrespectful like some of these other people have been here as of late. They think that they have the right to talk to us however they want, and we're not going to put up with it. I'll be honest with you. Our tolerance to disrespect is at an all-time low right now.
It is an all-time low. If you say one little thing, we're just gonna time you out or ban you. And I'm gonna tell you that straight up right now. So you better show a little bit of, decency, respect. It doesn't mean we're gonna ban you for having disagreements. But if you show even the little slightest sign of disrespect, we probably will put our foot down.
Yeah, you call me a moron. You call him a moron. You say something about our parents, something really nasty. Yeah, you're gone.
Gone.
But if you come in there and like somebody, it's okay to have differing views. It's what makes this world great. That's what makes this nation great. We can have differing views.
I mean, hell, we mostly have Democrats in the freaking Discord. Respect
Yeah,
my
it's mostly Democrat.
authority.
Respect my
uh,
authority.
Timeout or kick? We normally start with a timeout. Depends how severe it is. We normally start with like an hour timeout, maybe 10 minutes times out.
I can't believe Minion Troller, Dirty Indian Poo Poo Man got timed out twice today.
I mean, I timed them out because, dude, what the fuck you sending this bullshit screenshot for? I don't give a flying fuck. I should time him out for a week for saying that shit.
Oh, is that what you timed him out for? Because he sent Neeson England's
Yep,
screenshot.
yep.
Oh, that's what I timed him out for, brother. The exact same thing. I was like,
I timed him
motherfucker.
out for a
I was
day,
like,
though. I think you just timed him out for an hour or something.
yeah, yeah. That's funny shit. We think alike. I like that.
Nah, I was pissed
That's
off,
funny
man. I
shit.
was like, what the frig, man? Well, we don't
Yeah,
care.
it's like, daggone. Are you such a tool for the left that you have to peddle their messages into the Discord? We got rid of him for a reason, and you're going to bring his bullshit into the Discord? That's like, as far as I'm concerned, that's like, as far as it's a Discord world, it's a text world. He just imported drugs into our community.
Yeah. After we just arrested El Chapo.
Yeah.
No, no, but seriously, you know what? For that, I'm gonna troll on him extra funny because I don't know if he's watching right now, but I seen he posted a photo of himself on Instagram, and that shit is hilarious, dude. I'm gonna AI it. I'm gonna
Oh,
AI it.
send it to me.
I'm gonna send it to you. It's freaking hilarious, dude. I mean,
Yeah. Send it to me. You
I
know
can't
I'm good with
believe
the
how
AI.
he
I mean,
looks,
look,
dude. I
huh?
can't I can't believe how he looks. Remember when he said, "What does it matter if I screw a tranny? If it looks like a woman, that's all that matters. Yeah, that made me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Oh, he got some of that Duke jam.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'm
I
gonna
mean, how do
throw
you
up a
look
little
at
bit.
yourself in the mirror after that?
I don't know.
It's the other thing I like about being on the right. We don't participate in those types of weird activities.
If you ever read the Bible, the mark of the beast is not removable. The mark of the beast is permanent. You can't just take it off.
Yeah,
Gold is $4,485 an ounce. That's mind boggling.
yeah.
Dims are delusional, fellas. Dims are delusional. But I think we'll go for 5 more minutes. So if any of y'all have any other comments, questions, anything you want to talk about, we'll talk about that for the next 5 or so minutes. If you guys have anything to say. The mark of the beast, really? That's what I'm saying. Oh, you got the Grinch. Man, it
Dude, this
still
is my
feels
favorite.
like Christmas.
This is I will wear this through February. This is my favorite beanie.
How long have you had that? I like that.
It's be probably my third year.
A third year.
Yeah, I've got a Deadpool one, but it ain't near as cool as this.
1980, it was $310 an ounce. Wow. That's crazy.
But $300 back in 1980 was big money too.
Yeah.
To put it in perspective, you could have got a Harley Street Glide, not Street Glide, a Harley Wide Glide shovel head model for about $600-700, not
Really?
more
That's
than 1,000.
crazy.
Yep. So that puts it in perspective for you. The same bike today, like a new bike, similar, you're looking $18,000.
Wow. Hey, I appreciate you, Harry, but man, the views have dropped. They normally drop towards the end of the show, but I do appreciate
Yeah,
it. Dem Tears, that's a good man right there. I like that name. Dem Tears tastes good.
yeah. Is he in the Discord?
Nah, he's not in the Discord. He should join though. I
Yeah.
saw he
Why
was
is he
on
not in the
Dennis's
Discord?
channel. One day he asked me to be a moderator. I'm like, I don't know, man. I haven't seen you around too much. But then I seen that he was on Dennis's channel, so I figured, you know what? Why not?
Yeah, yeah. We like Dennis on this channel.
Yeah, I was messaging Dennis today a little bit, but I wanted to ask him what software he was using, but I never got around to it. I think it's OBS. But there's the Discord if you guys want to join in. Oil was $39 a barrel in 1980. What is it now? Like 60, 68?
That's only a small part of what causes gasoline to be expensive or cheap. Also, though, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's all in the refining process because you
Yeah,
still
that
got
makes
labor to
something.
pay for
Let's see. How much is
and the
oil per
equipment.
barrel? Oil per barrel is 62 right now. Depends on
Yeah,
the
we've
oil
seen
barrel
it.
too. Brent oil per barrel is 62. But there's different type of oils you can measure it by. And I don't know the difference, so don't ask me. But WTI oil is 56. Trump X
I'd say it's probably.
Elon
Go
core.
ahead.
Trump X Elon core. Yeah, for sure.
I'd say a lot of it has to do 62 is after expense. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and we gotta keep getting lower. Our fuel, well, I mean, honestly, I look at anything below $2 a gallon on gas as a win because, I mean, it was about like before Obama took office, it was about a dollar, probably within the last 4 years of even Clinton, it was like $1.50 a gallon. And when Obama got in there, it started ever since Obama, gasoline has done fucked up shit.
Ever since Obama, insurance has done fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Copper just went up to over $5 an ounce now.
Yeah, copper's not a bad metal to invest in.
Yeah, I heard that too. And now that the
It's
thing with silver happened, that's
copper. Copper is dependent upon the economy. The copper will be doing good when the economy's doing good. When the economy's doing bad, copper will probably be cheap because copper is used in all electronics.
yeah.
Of course, copper is also used in the manufacturing of bullets because you got the copper jacketed bullets.
I mean, oil producers will
Which,
up their production when regulations are taken back. So, I mean, thank Trump for it.
yeah,
Trump controls the policies that OPEC, if OPEC generates more oil or not.
yeah, and that's why we need to get to drilling our own energy. We don't need to rely on OPEC because we're at their mercy. We're like with OPEC, we are like poor people wanting water, and they got their hands on the faucet. We got to
We're
cut that out.
Someone says we are not an OPEC country. I don't think that's right.
Well, I don't think we are an OPEC country, but it doesn't stop OPEC countries from, say, ceasing oil production and causing the price of oil to skyrocket. We don't need to be at their mercy. They need to be at our mercy.
Yeah, we aren't an OPEC country, but we interact with them through trade.
Yes, exactly. That's why we need to be energy independent. We are the number one. We are the best country in the world. We are the top dogs. We shouldn't be answering to nobody, but we are.
Yeah. That
Dems
is
like
one
it
thing
that
I'll say
way.
that Trump can do a little bit better on. I mean, I'm overall happy. I give his first year of presidency probably, maybe an 8.5, maybe a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
But if he did the oil thing, if he drilled for oil this year a little bit more, I don't know if he did or not, honestly. But if he focused a bit more on oil, I would have given him a flat 10 out of 10, at least for the
I'll be
economy
honest with you.
rating.
It's nothing against the victims, but right now I would trade what's going on with these Epstein files because it's just I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a waste of people's time. You people ain't going to contribute to any justice. I would much rather see us concentrate our efforts on energy independence and start drilling than dealing with Epstein bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm not saying don't deal with it. It just shouldn't be our focus. It shouldn't be our main concern.
yeah. Donald J.
That's
Trump,
right,
best
Jane.
president ever.
But Democrats that heard that, all they heard was is
Who
stop
is
dealing
being
with the Epstein
stopped? What
files.
PDF files are being stopped, sir? The FBI was literally in on it. I mean, I don't know if you've seen this. This is the last thing I'll say, and then I'll wrap it up. But literally, here, let me show you this. The FBI could have stopped Epstein's abuse and new release files in 1996. They had a child porn complaint and they ignored it. So the FBI was complicit in this entire thing since the
And that was under
90s.
Bush.
That was under Clinton, but yeah.
Oh, that's right,
You
Clinton.
always
I
get
keep
Clinton
getting
and
it
yeah, you
backwards.
get Clinton and Bush flip flopped. It's okay. I already know.
Yeah, Clinton. And I couldn't be in the FBI. I couldn't do it. If I was sitting in one of them vans and knew some girl was getting, I would fuck that job. Fuck that job. Fuck anybody doing that job and didn't go do something. I would have went in there on my own and dealt with it.
Why didn't Biden fry Trump if he did something? Why didn't Obama fry Trump? Obama knew that Trump was running for presidency. Why didn't Obama fry him? Why didn't the Clintons fry him when they were running for president? Why didn't Bush fry him? I mean, the list just keeps going on. It's more than obvious Trump didn't do anything. There's no evidence in the Epstein
Waffle
files.
Waffle Jackson says the only thing I can say in favor of the Epstein files is it has lefties becoming the conspiracy theories they've dismissed for years. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that one, Waffle Jackson.
Yeah, no kidding, man. No kidding.
Well, I'm gonna hop off here. I think we had a good show. I'll be around.
All right, man. Peace.
So
I'll be in the Discord, guys. Peace. I'll talk to you.